Asterisk, when we talk about the greatest players in basketball history, the same names always come up: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. But there is one who, though less media-driven, left a legacy as big as any of them: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His life cannot be summarized only in numbers, although his statistics are overwhelming. 6 NBA championships, 6 MVP awards, 38,387 points scored. Kareem transcended the sport. He was an intellectual, an activist, a man who never stayed silent in the face of injustice, and who knew how to use his fame to educate and change lives. Today we are going to explore his story in detail, from his humble beginnings in Harlem to his consolidation as one of the most influential athletes of all time. Welcome to the story of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Asterisk. Kareem was born as Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr. on April 16, 1947, in the Harlem neighborhood of New York. His parents were part of the working class. His father, Ferdinand Sr., was a police officer with Afro-Caribbean roots, while his mother, Cora, worked as a seamstress. From a young age, he stood out because of his height. At birth, he weighed more than 11 pounds and measured nearly 23 inches. He grew up in a tough Harlem, where discrimination and segregation were still very present. Kareem found in basketball a way to channel his energy. His first court was the one in the neighborhood park, where he played against much older kids. He attended Power Memorial Academy, a Catholic high school in Manhattan. There, he became a legend. He led the team to 71 consecutive victories and 3 state championships. His dominance was so great that the media nicknamed him the Midas Man of basketball. During this stage, Kareem began to read and take an interest in African American history. His readings about leaders like Malcolm X made him reflect on his identity and his role in society. At only 17 years old, he was considered the best basketball prospect in the nation. Every university wanted to recruit him, but Kareem already knew he had to choose carefully the place where he would continue his development. In 1965, Kareem made the decision to play at the University of California, Los Angeles, under the direction of the legendary coach John Wooden. Wooden not only offered him a competitive team, but also a structured environment that would help him grow as a person. His first year he spent on the freshman team due to NCAA rules, but he was already attracting attention when he finally debuted with the varsity team in 1966. UCLA became an unstoppable force. Kareem led the Bruins to 3 consecutive NCAA championships in 1967, 1968, and 1969. He was named the most outstanding player of the tournament each year. During these years, he developed his signature move, the Skyhook, unblockable hook shot that would become his lifelong trademark. The NCAA even banned dunking in 1967, a rule many believed was aimed at limiting his dominance. Kareem responded by perfecting his Skyhook even more. At UCLA, he also delved deeper into his cultural and religious identity. He began to take an interest in Islam and to question the discrimination African Americans were facing. In his 3 years with the varsity team, Kareem amassed historic statistics and a huge cultural impact. When the time for the NBA draft arrived, everyone knew who the first pick would be. In the 1969 draft, Kareem was selected as the first overall pick by the Milwaukee Bucks, a young franchise in need of a star. From the moment he arrived, he proved to be a player on another level. In his first season, he averaged 28.8 points and 14.5 rebounds per game, winning the Rookie of the Year award. Just 1 year later, in 1971, the Bucks won the NBA championship. Kareem, alongside Oscar Robertson, led a team with little history to the top of the league. That same year, he made a life-changing decision. He publicly announced his conversion to Islam and adopted the name Kareem Abdul, which means the noble servant of the Almighty. This decision caused controversy in the media, but for Kareem, it was a vital step in his spiritual journey. During his 6 seasons in Milwaukee, Kareem won 3 MVP awards and established his reputation as the best player in the league. However, he felt culturally disconnected from the city and requested a trade. In 1975, he was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, a move that would mark the beginning of the most legendary era of his career. Kareem arrived in Los Angeles in 1975, a much larger market than Milwaukee and with a more diverse fan base. Although the Lakers were going through a transition phase, Kareem quickly became their leader. In 1976, he won another MVP, and he continued breaking records. But the true turning point came in 1979, when the Lakers drafted Magic Johnson. The Kareem-Magic combination was perfect. Abdul-Jabbar's veteran presence and composure complemented Magic's energy and creativity. Together, they created the Showtime style of play, characterized by fast breaks, spectacular plays, and high-power defense. Between 1980 and 1988, the Lakers won 5 NBA championships. Although Magic was the team's media face, Kareem was its pillar. His Skyhook remained a nightmare for any defense. Even in his late 30s, he continued averaging impressive numbers. In 1984, Kareem surpassed Wilt Chamberlain as the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, a record he would hold for nearly 40 years. His matchups with figures like Larry Bird, Julius Erving, and Hakeem Olajuwon became part of basketball history. Kareem, with his calm demeanor, was the perfect contrast to the Hollywood glamour surrounding the Lakers. Kareem was not just a basketball player. He always maintained a strong social commitment. He spoke out against the Vietnam War, supported civil rights causes, and was an advocate for education in minority communities. His conversion to Islam was just one part of his identity. Kareem was also an intellectual who constantly read and wrote newspaper columns. In 1980, he appeared in the iconic comedy Airplane, showing an unexpected humorous side. He also appeared in TV series and documentaries, but his activism sometimes led him to be misunderstood by the public. Kareem was reserved and didn't always cater to the media. He preferred to talk about serious topics and educate young people about African American history. In 1989, after 20 seasons in the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar announced his retirement. Each city he visited paid tribute to him. Recognizing the greatness of his career, his numbers were extraordinary. 6 NBA championships, 6 regular season MVP awards, 19 All-Star Game appearances, 15 All-NBA selections, 38,387 points. His scoring record stood until 2023, when LeBron James surpassed him. Nevertheless, Kareem will always be the pioneer who showed how longevity and discipline could make you a legend. After his retirement, Kareem remained active as a writer, lecturer, and mentor. He published history books, memoirs, and novels. He also collaborated with the NBA in advisory roles. He faced health problems, including leukemia, but he kept moving forward with optimism. Kareem dedicated himself to education and social projects, helping young people in vulnerable communities. He'd received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016 for his work as an activist and educator. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is much more than just a name in basketball history. He is an example that success is not measured only by points or championships, but by the impact you have on the world. His Skyhook is part of sports culture, but his true legacy lies in his intelligence, activism, and commitment to social justice. Today, Kareem is a symbol of quiet greatness, a man who lived with purpose and used his platform to change lives.